chocolate is actually poured onto the biscuit. That's not in fact true.
Crazy. And cuts the dough into discs and imprints the icon. The British are the biggest biscuit lovers in Europe. And the nation's favourite? The classic chocolate digestive. Britons eat 70 million packets a year, more than 2,000 every minute. The digestive biscuit was originally designed in 1839 to aid digestion. 50 years later, biscuit company McVitie's made some adjustments and created the modern digestive biscuit. Then, in 1925, those brilliant biscuit brains covered some in chocolate, and the chocolate digestive was born. The dough that will form the digestive biscuit is made first. It's done in 2 stages, starting with creaming up. Vegetable oil, water, flour and sugar are mixed together for over a minute, creating the cream. Stage 2 is called the dough up. All the dry ingredients are added and mixed for a further 17 minutes, creating the dough.
Okay, the dough is ready now, so we're gonna do a temperature check.
It needs to be between 24 and 28 degrees Celsius.
Otherwise, the dough will be too crumbly or it will be too sticky to go through the machine. Okay, the temperature check is good.
But for biscuit-obsessed perfectionist Peter, it's not biscuit-ready yet.
It's time for our final check on the dough. We're gonna measure dough consistency. The idea is we fill that cell with the dough, stick it in the machine, and will tell us if the consistency is right.
It needs to pass through in 30 seconds. Any faster or slower, and the consistency is all wrong.
This ensures that all of our biscuits are of the same quality.
This batch is perfect. Peter's attention to detail has paid off. Now it's shredded into smaller lumps in a machine called a kibbler. The lumps then drop onto a belt and travel through the moulding roller, which flattens and cuts the dough into discs and imprints the iconic design. The factory makes 13 million biscuits every day. That's more than enough for every single resident, worker and tourist in London to have a biscuit with their tea. And they have to be perfect. Inside each oven, a series of different temperature zones ensure the dough is baked to perfection in just 6 minutes. They're almost ready for that luscious chocolate. But at 90 degrees Celsius, they're still too hot. A scenic half-a-kilometre journey around the factory cools them down.
25.2, that's great. We can now apply the chocolate. A lot of people think that the chocolate is actually poured onto the biscuit. That's not in fact true. What actually happens is this. The biscuits travel over a small river of chocolate here.
Because it covers the base, the makers insist the chocolate side is in fact the bottom of the biscuit, not the top. Crazy. Now the biscuits need to cool to below 20 degrees Celsius so the chalky topping solidifies. Then they're packed up and shipped out by robots that shrug off a tea break so that we can enjoy one with a nice chalky bicky.